You there, yeah, you. Do you like video games? Of course you do, that's why you're watching this video. But, do you ever get bored? Well, a lot of us really do get bored of video games sometimes, even though it's mostly our only hobby. Especially me, I like video games more than anything else in the world. Well, there's Pokemon cards and spending all my money to try and get good ones. Then I don't, and then I spend more money. But video games are one of my favorite hobbies in the whole entire world. I built this channel based around Call of Duty Zombies because it's one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game to play. But I found myself quite recently just not really feeling the need to play the game. And this is by no means me saying that I don't like COD Zombies. I do, it's my favorite game. It's more as of right now, the games are kind of a down period where it's not really getting too many updates. There's something happening fairly soon where the game will get a slight update. It's not really what I'm here for. But this idea of being bored of your favorite video games got me thinking, why do we get bored of our favorite video games? There's countless things to do in them. It's not like you can't grind everything that's in the game, achievements, open world games like Minecraft, you can literally do anything you want. So why do we eventually get bored? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you are new around here to the channel, remember to subscribe for more content like this. But with that said, let's get right into the video. The first reason I have for you why you're getting bored of your favorite game is most likely because you play a little too much. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand the grind, I understand the passion, playing your friends all night, every day. It's really fun at the beginning, but eventually it's over and over the same thing you will experience, like in Zombies. I've come to realize that Zombies, as fun as it is, maybe is not strong enough as a game mode to be played like 5 hours a day. And if you're playing video games to that extent, like I normally do as well, I think it's good to take some time off and enjoy the other things in life. Like, don't get me wrong, video games again are my favorite things to do in my spare time. But go watch a movie, go outside, go for a walk, just enjoy the other things that life has to offer other than video games. And I guarantee you'll come back feeling a lot better and ready to grind that game once again. My second reason for why you might be getting bored of games is because you're not pushing yourself. Now, in Minecraft we know that there are different settings you can use. You can use peaceful, easy, normal or hard, but maybe you consistently play on peaceful, where there's not really anything going on. And you just kind of experience the same thing and there's not really a big threat to deal with. What I'd recommend you to do then is increase difficulty. Take it to easy or normal so you can actually have a bit more of a challenge. The same goes for if you're playing normal, go to hard. It's all about finding that balance where it's challenging, but it's not challenging to the extent where you're dying constantly. Once you find that balance, I promise you, you're going to be a lot more invested into the game and you're not going to be going, oh, this is way too easy, I'm so bored. You're going to be like, this is kind of challenging, I really need to focus up and concentrate. Something I've noticed myself as well is I normally only play first-person shooters. This is one of the only games I really play other than Pokemon and Minecraft and kind of games like that. But I do play them a lot. By doing this, I'm kind of getting bored of just playing the same franchise over and over. Like Call of Duty, I love Call of Duty, but sometimes it's fun to move over to a different type of game. Like Minecraft. Minecraft is a chill, relaxing game. You hop on with your friends and you just have a good time. There's no stress, no nothing like that. But in the same way, you might be needing the polar opposite. Maybe you're playing a lot of Minecraft where it's a really relaxing and just chill game. Maybe going to a first-person shooter for a while wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Get into groups and a new type of game, and then going back to Minecraft, I think you'll appreciate Minecraft a lot more, and it's definitely worth giving another type of game a go, just to see how you feel. Maybe you'll end up liking it more than the current game you're playing now, and you'll play that to stop being bored. Another reason why you might be getting bored of video games is because you feel like you're not getting rewarded. I'm going to use COD Zombies again as an example because it's such a good game to use examples for a list like this. Cold War Zombies is a fun zombie game mode. At the base core, it is a good game mode, but it does not reward players for doing things like Easter eggs or getting the high rounds to the extent that we'd like. Sure, when you're new, they'll give you things to grind for, like crystals you can use to unlock stuff in your arsenal, but after that, there's nothing really to grind for. There's no point of doing an Easter egg more than once. There's no point of getting to round 200 more than once, unless you're setting your own personal goal to do so, because you're not getting rewarded by anything really in-game. Sure, you'll get XP, but there's nothing for you to really actually earn. Something that's worth grinding for would be like Dark Ether. For those of you that don't know, Dark Ether is a camo you can earn in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. The way you obtain it is you have to get every single camo for every single base weapon in the game to unlock it. It looks a lot more appealing than all the other camos, so it's worth going for the grind. This is things that games are kind of lacking right now, of things like this to actually grind for. Now, Cold War Zombies has this, but when it comes to personalization, there's not really much else you can grind for. Sure, we have things like the Battle Pass, we have shop bundles, but those all involve buying, and it's not really you earning, it's just you casually playing. And sure, you are technically earning, but you're not earning because you're good at the game, you're earning because you've paid for it. The last thing I kind of want to talk about today is how we consume content. Players right now of all games consume content a lot faster than they did in previous years. Back in the old days, for example Black Ops 2, we didn't really need a lot to keep us happy. People generally just enjoyed the game. The same could be said with Black Ops 3, and to a certain extent, every past COD game before BO2, people didn't really complain about for content wise. People just enjoyed the games for what they were. They weren't really boring or anything like that. They had enough content to supply us that whole year or so, but now every game that we play just feels naturally dry. Feels like there's no substance there, or at least for me that is. And I believe that is because when I go into Cold War or any sort of game like that, I'm expecting so much for it, and then in return I get like nothing. It's a good game and it's a fun arcade game to play, but when it comes to grinding the game long term, I just can't enjoy myself. And I think that's because I played it too much at launch and I just got burnt out, which is another big factor, just getting burnt out in games in general, where you need to take time off to really get over that. But like I was saying, I think this generation of people playing games, we just go through content so much faster than we did before, especially with things like lockdown as well. Being stuck at home and not having video games to play is great, but at the same time, you're going through all these video games so fast, you just get through all the content so much faster as well. Sorry about the last point, I felt like I kind of rambled on a wee bit, but it's just how I'm feeling about games right now. I still enjoy playing them, I still really love playing video games, is all I really do. I'm just finding the whole gaming scene kind of dry right now. Like there's nothing I really am desperate to play, but at the same time I want something to play. I want something I can grind long term and just enjoy. Like let me know in the comments below if anyone has any recommendations for games that me and all the other people watching these videos might be worth giving a try, so then we can get our teeth into something new. Maybe there's some more content in them games than there are in games we're playing. I want people out there to know that it's perfectly normal to feel this way sometimes about video games. That's why you searched up this video, because you want to know why you were bored. And there are lots of factors. Like I said, it could be because you're playing the game too much. It could be because you need to play something else. It could be because you need to take a break. You just need to take a break from gaming in general and go out and enjoy something else, like a walk, or get a new hobby like Pokemon cards. I love opening Pokemon cards. It's my second favorite thing to do in the world. It's such a fun hobby to do. But just find something else you're passionate about and invest some time into that, and then come back to gaming and then grind as usual. I promise burnt outs aren't a thing that stay permanently unless you get too burnt out on a certain game and then you're just completely sick of it. Don't get yourself to that point. Take the reasons I've given you why you might be getting bored of video games in this video and take them into real life and think, okay, let's try something else. Let's try something different. Let's do something else. And yeah, see you guys around.
Got the driver. Check that van, Mitchell.